object of TaxiChronicles is to allow real riders with real stories share their experience and enhance your life. So sit back and enjoy the journey. Morning. Yes, we're back with another episode, another rider. Today we have an interesting guy all the way from India, and he's studying music, believe it or not, and he's going to tell us about his journey, why he got into it, what motivates him, and what his future plans are. So nice to have you here today.
Nice to meet you, man.
Okay,
this is
so
really cool.
Tell us, why music?
So, ever since I was a kid, music's sort of been my thing. I mean, it's the place where I've felt comfortable the most. I've definitely tried out a lot of different things, but this was a way of self-expression, and I felt it was like the one that felt right. It was just, after like years of like sort of figuring out what I want to do and just trying to see what I feel happy doing, this was the one that gave me the most happiness.
Okay. Do you play any instruments or?
Oh yeah, so I'm a producer, so I play quite a lot of them, but I'm mostly just hang on to the piano, just a little bit of guitar, and I'm mostly vocals. I'm a vocalist.
So you were brought up with a piano around you?
Sort of, yeah. Yeah, not always a piano though. I mean, we had like this old keyboard, and it was really basic, but that's what I learned on. Yeah.
So you're studying music, a music degree?
Yeah, it's music production.
And did you do A-levels or diploma in music?
No, I did the IB.
Okay.
IB, yeah.
What's IB?
International Baccalaureate.
Okay, all right, fair enough. So tell us, how, as an Indian, obviously Indian parents like doctors, engineers,
Yeah.
lawyers, what was the process that you had, how you had to convince your parents to allow you to not only do the degree but also fund it?
So that was kind of a big thing because I come from a family of medicine. All of them, they're all into medicine. Most of them are doctors, but some of them are also into pharma and pharmaceuticals. So convincing them was a big task. But the thing is, my extended family might be sort of like is a lot more into medicine than my parents sort of, but they're also doctors, but they wanted me to sort of go and find my own way, which was great. I mean, they're really supportive, so it wasn't really too much convincing them, but it was more like convincing, or rather sort of like getting the opinions of my other family members. That sort of was definitely anxiety inducing, because it's like when when you're at like a family function and you're talking about what you do, and all of them, they're like, okay, you know what, I'm studying music, I'm studying medicine, and I'm doing, I don't know, ENT stuff or whatever, and then you're just like, I'm studying music tech. It definitely, they sort of like don't know exactly what's going on, because it's not, they're not used to it.
They go and talk to your parents.
Yeah, they're like,
is
he doing fine?
He's not on drugs or anything. Okay, so how's your music journey been so far? How's your degree been?
It's been great, honestly. The pandemic definitely was not expected in the way, because the degree was, like the first year at least, it was definitely hands-on stuff, learning how to work in the studio and just being around studio equipment and learning how to use it professionally. But we couldn't do that, and most of it was offline, so that was definitely a big unexpected turn of events. But I think it's going fine now. Now things are definitely like picking up pace and stuff.
What have you learnt from the music industry that you wish you knew when you had started?
This is actually, it's a really good question, honestly. I think most of it is about how you place yourself, and honesty is something that's not exactly rampant right now in the music industry. There's a lot of like...
I don't think it's ever be honest, but go on.
Yeah, I mean, honesty is just like, I feel like as an artist nowadays, you can sort of embellish your own personality and your own individuality to an extent, but it's sort of become the norm that the system dictates it, especially because of media platforms like TikTok. These days you got to make a song for it to get viral on TikTok. I'm into like Frank Ocean, stuff like that, R&B stuff, so not necessarily TikTok material. It's not really that catchy, to be honest, like niche stuff, but that's what you have to do, so yeah.
Okay. I suppose, wouldn't you say the market for TikTok is separate from the market for music in general?
I mean, they sort of like go hand in hand, but it's like TikTok is a big influence now. It's like most artists that, I mean, up and coming artists that they definitely see TikTok as a platform of, you know, getting big and stuff. So it's like, how do I make this song the catchiest song I can in like 30 seconds, 15 seconds, whatever it is. I feel like that sort of bogs down the artistry in it, because storytelling is a big aspect of songwriting, and as a songwriter I feel like just reducing that to 15 seconds and trying to make it like a catchy hook or something isn't necessarily genuine.
Do you sing as well? Okay. If we had more time, I'd get you to sing something.
Oh, that would have been nice.
But what kind of music are you going to focus on?
So I'm into electro pop, but also sort of electro R&B. If you've heard Frank Ocean, I mean, he's my favorite. So Frank Ocean, Lauv. There's this up and coming guy called Aries, big into him. A couple of others, but basically sort of like definitely the pop side of things, but more towards like an electronic kind of sound, not exactly acoustic.
Seeing as you've written music before, where can people find you on social media?
Oh, you can find me on Spotify, Apple Music.
And what's your name on Spotify, Apple Music?
It's Sid, S-I-D, yeah.
Just Sid, S-I-D, okay.
Yeah.
Have you got any, are you on social media, IG?
Yeah, it's Sid Music _.
So it's SID_MUSIC.
No, it's SID MUSIC _.
Okay,
yeah.
thank you. We've got a couple of minutes. Give us a quick chorus of one of your songs.
Right. The thing is, I sort of blank out on the lyrics.
So it's time to sell yourself. The MD of EMI could be listening to this now.
Yeah. So this is sort of like this is called Bridges, and it was the first song that I released when I moved to London, and it sort of goes like this. There's writing on the signs, we're washing all the time that you know, writing on the signs. Tell me what you think, and I know you know, 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 you know. You know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know. I mean, I sort of messed up the lyrics right there.
No, that's good. That's very. I'm surprised it sounded like a different person got in the car.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't see that coming from you. Not to say, you know, I just did it because you got a strong accent.
Oh.
And then suddenly this voice just pumps out. That's very good, very good.
Thank you so much. I could actually play a little bit of my next track if I could.
Well, hey. Oh, right, if you want to, go on, play a bit.
This is called Caramel, and it's part of my new project. Actually, it's coming out over the next few months, so this is a great opportunity as well.
Okay. Your parents have heard you sing, and your family.
Yeah.
So they've got hope in you now because of that.
Definitely, yeah.
And they say, oh, you can sing. Yeah. Are they very supportive now, your family members, your uncles and aunts?
Now, yes. I mean, first off, obviously, it was like, okay, this is different. We don't know in what direction this might go. But, you know, now it's been like a year and a half, so...
But now you've probably paved the way for your cousins and all the other people, because they say, look, Sid's doing music. I should be allowed to be an athlete, or I should be allowed to do this.
Definitely. I mean, it's always great if you can actually do what you want in life, and you have the opportunities to. Because I mean, that's definitely like the whole doctors, engineers thing from India, like Asian countries in general, like it being sort of like one way. That's actually kind of true. It's going away nowadays, but the sentiments are still there. It's like, oh, you're doing music. That's different.
It won't change overnight, but once they see where you're making money and doing things, they start to look sideways and think, oh, he's doing what he loves.
Definitely.
Because all you have to do is make the same money they would make as doctors.
Yeah.
You don't even have to make a penny more. If you match them, then there's no argument.
Yeah.
If you go below them, they can, even if one minute, you see, you've been doing better.
It's, in a way, it sort of helps me prove myself all the time as well. because it's always like, okay, these guys are doing this, I have to sort of show them that this can also be done. So it's always like a good motivator if I see it that way. I mean, obviously, there's times where I'm like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing. Is this what I should be doing? Because like a bunch of my other friends are doing business and economics and stuff like that. But
you're following your heart and following your dream, and I suppose you can always go back to being doing something else if you want to.
yeah,
Because you're only child.
yeah. I mean,
There's funds another degree, or you take the money that you got and use it for yourself.
that's definitely like a plus point of that. But I think,
Go on.
I mean, yeah, there is a sense of freedom with this, but I feel like it's more like self-driven. So if I've sort of like set my eyes on this one thing, if that doesn't work out the way I want, it's gonna be massive. So that's kind of like my motivation, to just like keep going.
If you could work with anybody, any music artist, any producer, who would that be and why?
Okay, so there's this up and coming guy called Aries, and he's based out of Orange County, somewhere in California, and he's relatively new. He just performed actually like at the O2, Brixton, I think, and I would like to collab with him simply because he's truly similar to me in the sense that he's brown as well.
So he's Asian.
Yeah, he's Asian. I think so, mostly. I think, I'm not sure.
Check it on Google, mate. But go on anyway.
But he's also sort of like, I love being hands-on with my work. Like, the reason why I'm studying music production and not performance or anything is because I really want to know how to craft my own stuff and make it 100% me. And that's sort of his philosophy as well. Everything that he's sort of written and produced is just himself, which is what I admire a lot. Because not a lot of honesty in the music industry these days. I mean, you can get a song done by anyone for like any amount basically, but it's when it like truly comes 100% from you, I feel like that's really, and if it comes 100% from you and the world appreciates it, it's so much better than sort of like, it being like I know it sounds kind of selfish, but in a sense it's also really like,
don't worry about selfish, you speak your heart. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's mostly the kind of thing
they understand. If they don't,
that I want to go for.
My last question to you, you've been a great guest, is what's the impact you want to have in the world?
The impact. Right. That's a tough question actually, but I think the one thing that I would love people to remember me by is just doing what you love and being and having that faith in yourself that you would. I like the one line. And this is like by Aries. I mean, this is sort of like the title of his second album, but I really believe in it. And I would like the world to remember me by this one line. And it goes, believe in me who believes in you. And it's sort of like a statement to himself that he's talking about. Yeah. It's like, because I believe in myself, that should give you reason to believe in yourself, because everyone can be something that they really want to,
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thanks a lot for that, and I wish you well.
Thank you so much, man. This was amazing.
We hope that episode enhanced your life. We post an interview every day, as well as vlogging on our social media channels. Don't forget to subscribe to get our latest episode.